The renovation of Music Hall uncovers a lot more than leaks and cracks and outdated plumbing. Once again, work on the Cincinnati landmark turned up the skeletal remains of people buried on that site nearly 200 years ago. And as Local 12's Joe Webb tells us, the experts say the discovery is no real surprise.
Renovation work is getting started on Music Hall, but it will stay open until next month. Backstage tours are still being conducted, and tour guides are actually talking about the bones. Debra Johnson took a tour today. She didn't mind.
No, not at all. We all got some skeletons in our closet, so I guess this building's got its own too.
It does. Maps show this corner at 14th and Elm was a public burial ground in 1819. Cincinnati's Art and Music Hall was built there in 1877, the third building on the site.
Historical records are very clear. When Music Hall was built, a lot of skeletal remains were encountered, dug up and hauled away. Many of them did go to Spring Grove.
A 1988 renovation uncovered a crypt at the base of an elevator shaft. And 6 years ago, dozens of graves were found during the renovation of Washington Park, right across Elm Street. A new discovery was inevitable. Just about a month ago, workers found the remains of 4 graves underneath the orchestra pit in Music Hall, and a short time later, the remains of 6 more graves in an area known as the North Carriageway. Gray Pape was called in to preserve and catalog the remains. The bones will be examined and included with that collection found in 1988. They will be remembered as more than just bones.
We can determine age, sex, race usually, and then certain pathologies that might be manifest in the skeletal remains. These were lives, people who lived, played, worked, worshipped in the area just like we do.
And soon we'll get another chance to rest in peace. At Music Hall, Joe Webb, Local 12 News.
And Kevin Pape says the bones will eventually be reinterred in Spring Grove Cemetery.